Okay, so we're ready to go here. I've sharpened my compass pencil lead as, well, I can't sharpen my point, but okay, so here we're going to start off with, we named this point 0. This is A, and this is B. And in order to find C, I need to bisect the line 0 to B. So I'll take my 45-degree triangle and run a diagonal line between these 2 points, and where it hits right here, I just transfer that across, and that bisects line 0 to B. The other alternative, of course, is using your compass point and bisecting the line that way. I could have just come down like so, and where it hit across on that circle is also a point. So that too would have bisected that line effectively. So why do I want that point right there? It's because I'm going to put my compass point on A, and I'm looking to create point C, which ended up out over here. So I better extend that line just to make sure that I hit it properly. So here we go. Put our compass point on A, drag it down the pencil point, give it a little tick to see that it's correct, and now make a mark on that line right there. And if you want to continue to draw your beautiful construction lines, by all means. So this is now point C, which is very important. C then will create a radius from point C to 0, and it's going to hit on the circle above. So I'll just draw my radius point up like so. And where it hits that circle, I'll now draw a vertical line downward to the halfway point. So we have point C, which created point D, which then created point E. So now I'm going to put my compass point on E, like so. And from point A, draw another arc on this line right here. So now I have point F. And this is an important point because we're getting closer. I'm going to take my compass point on A again, align it on F, and brilliant, I have my first mark of my pentagram. I'm going to swing that radius around to the other side, and there's the second mark over here. So I've now created 3 points for that pentagram. And as I said before, this is point number 1, and this is point number 2, this is point number 3, and just checking your drafting and seeing how precise you are, those two should be straight across. So in fact, they are. So you can go ahead now and connect those 2 points from 2 to 3 and 1 to 2. So just to finalize that now, we need to find point 4 and point 5. So here's what we do. We're going to just get a measurement. We're going to establish the old measurement from 0 to F and transfer that measurement. Okay, just give yourself a little mark. Yep, qualifies. Take it down to the B point and make a little mark on your circle, your outer circle. Make another mark on your outer circle. And these 2 points will be straight across from one another. And those points now are 3 and 4 and 5. So go ahead and connect those. And I'm going to get out my adjustable angle in just a second because it's actually a very important tool to use for the construction of pentagrams. So there we go. There's the construction of that pentagram. So you can see that when you go off square with any of your instruments, there's more oops chances like I just had. So there's our beautiful pentagram. So I am now going to grab my adjustable angle and demonstrate how this tool is important, because I'm going to use it to create the pentagram that is inherent within this. And you'll see what happens. It establishes an angle like so. There's my angle like so, and I'm just going to fasten that down. And there we go. There's my first point there, my first line there. And interestingly, if you take a close look at where that angle is, it's 72.5 degrees. So if you want to set up your adjustable angle just to begin with at that angle, then that's how you know to get the right angle for establishing your pentagram. And that just comes across here and here. And then across, you can just see I'm just using that angle. And if my parallel rule was lower, those two would they would come down there. So, in fact, can I do that? No, my parallel. Oh, look at we can do it. All right. So I just lined up my adjustable angle for both points there, and be sure to fasten it down. That clearly is the opposite point, and there's your other side. So as we discussed, this is just rich with huge amount of interesting proportions, and as you can see that an additional pentagram is within there, which we can create another star, so on and so forth. And if you dug a little bit deeper, and if you actually did want to investigate the golden mean as well, there are inherent spirals in there as well. So have fun with that one.